What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video I wanted to share some ABX gameplay with you guys on the Blast Mail Day using Magneto. Now I know Blast Mail Day is Doctor Strange Day. Doctor Strange is going to give you the highest score possible. Trust me guys, I know all that. But Magneto is one of my favorite characters in this game and in the Marvel Universe, to be honest with you. So I wanted to test him out and see just how well he would do, because Magneto comes to this game with the hefty price tag of 6,600 crystals. So I'm sure I'm not the only one who's wondering just how well he performs across the board. And I gotta say, I've had Magneto for quite some time and he excels in pretty much everything you put him in, but he is a PvP character, no doubt about it, because of this tier 2 passive right here that makes it so that he does 80% more damage to human characters, which humans currently populate, I would say, about 60 to 70% of the game. He does significantly better in PvP than in PvE. That's not to say that he doesn't do well in PvE, because when it's stuff like World Boss, he will do great. He can beat them all even at tier 1, and in Shadowland you can treat it pretty much the exact same as PvP, just because the majority of the stages is populated by human characters, so he will still dominate there. Even on floors where he shouldn't be able to win, he'll win. So definitely a great character across the board. ABX is one of the few places that I have not tried him yet, so I wanted to do that today. Alright, now in regards to the new update, I know a lot of you guys were expecting me to cover it. To be honest, I didn't want to get too fired up about the new update, just because last time Netmarble presented us with a picture of Apocalypse and said coming soon. And generally when they drop teasers, that means the next update is going to be about it, right? Wrong we were. I don't know what happened last time, but Netmarble just couldn't figure out all they need to figure out, and we ended up getting Titania, Absorbing Man, and Miguel O'Hara, who Miguel is a great character and Titania is fantastic as well. So it wasn't a terrible update, it just came to us at a time where we were expecting something way more, like, I would say, awesome, and it just kind of felt like a letdown, especially when it came with a bunch of bugs. And to be honest, they robbed us on the Shadowland update. They made it harder to give us the same reward, so a lot of people have been pretty salty ever since, myself included, right? So in regards to this update, I'm happy to see that we're going to be hopefully getting the update that we wanted last month, which is the Age of Apocalypse, with the first teaser being the Dark Beast. Not sure if it's going to be a uniform for Beast or if it's going to be a separate character altogether. Would like it to be a separate character altogether, but it's most likely going to be a uniform. However, I'm not sure how they're going to go about this update, because with the Age of Apocalypse, there's so many characters tied into it. There's about 20, if not more, characters that I can think of off the top of my head that are tied heavily into the Age of Apocalypse. Like people like Blink, Abyss, freaking Wild Child, Sabretooth, like X-Man, who is a freaking Omega level mutant, Sugar Man, like Nightcrawler, who's someone we've been hoping to get to this game ever since the X-Men were announced, freaking Magnus, who's the son of Magneto and Rogue. Like, it has the potential to be a freaking amazing update. I'm also wondering how they're gonna do this. Is this gonna be like a two-part update where they do something similar to what they did when they brought in the Black Order, where they brought in freaking, I believe, Black Dwarf, Proxima, and Crovis at once as half of the update, and then they brought in the following month, they brought in Thanos, Supergiant, and Ebony Maw. I'm just wondering if they're gonna do it like September and October are gonna be all about the Age of Apocalypse, and then that's gonna lead right into Ragnarok in November. That's what I'm looking towards. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I really hope that it actually gets added to the game this time and not just get our hopes up and then let us down like they did last time. Really sad. Also hoping they fix some of the Shadowland issues, because to be honest, there's some issues there that need to be addressed. Anyways, don't want to get too into it, because I don't want to get too fired up like I did last time, because once the train gets going, it's hard to stop, and when it stops and we don't get what we want, it's a lot of raging in the community, and yeah, I'm usually one of those people too, so yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys how my Magneto is set up, man. Don't want to deviate too far from what the goal of today's video is. So as you guys can see right here, 118 for attack speed, 75% on the crit rate, so a lot of crit rate on this guy. Crit damage 173, 44% on the ignore defense, so not capped off there, and my skill cooldown is not capped off either, 49.98%. Can't get much closer than that, guys. Well, you can have it capped, but I'm not gonna cap it by putting like Urus for like literally like what, 0.2%. Nah, it don't make sense. We're gonna leave it right where it is. Anyways, go ahead and show you guys the gears, how they're rolled. We have crit damage on the last gear. That's just because that's what I got first. Ideally, I should just re-roll this for ignore defense, and that would cap off my ignore defense. But I want to play around with the last Uru slot right here and see what I decide to put on it, and then go back to visit the gear slot. Okay. As for the Urus on here, guys, I have 2 energy attack, 1 crit damage, and 1 ignore defense here. Same thing for this slot. And for the first slot right here, it has 2 ignore defense instead of 1. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the skills right here. All of them are at 6. ISO set is Power of Angry Hulk. And for the obelisk, my Magneto is a PvP character, so I have max HP, crit rate, and invincibility. Right, so no damage proc, so it'll be interesting to see just what his score looks like in ABX, right? Because generally when you're building an ABX character, you want a damage proc on them for sure. This is going to be the team right here. So Magneto, self-buffing leadership. We're going to have tier 2 Cyclops in here because his tier 2 passive will also help right here. Well, not his tier 2, well, courtesy of his tier 2 passive, his tier 1 passive gets applied to the team right here. 10% increase the energy attack, right? And he also has a team up with Magneto. So yeah, also Coulson's tier 2 passive will come into play, so a lot of help from Magneto. So let's go ahead and see just how well he does right here. So let's jump in here and get this thing going, guys. Don't want to make this one too long. Been trying to keep my videos short these days. Alright, so Magneto, not you today, Dr. Strange, and Coulson, guys. So let's play, boys. Alright. A little bit too slow on my guard, whatever. Getting sloppy with the guard, kind of push for damage just to see just how much I can get out of this guy. Doesn't look like we're gonna break 150 though, just because he doesn't have that damage proc. Would be a wasted damage proc though, because like I said, he's not built for this. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna break 150. Still gonna try though. Stay on this bastard. One thing that's surprising is the fact that I haven't been stunned by the meteors so far, and I'm not really trying to dodge anything. I'm literally just trying to stay on the frost beast. Looks like we might end up getting stunned by the meteors though. Yeah, guys, we did make it to 150. Goddamn, 143, man. I have quite a lot into this guy, and he was only able to get 143. Don't know how I feel about that, considering we have Coulson here for his tier 2 passive and Cyclops. But like I said, Magneto is not built for this. Let me know what you guys can get with a PvE Magneto, man, because I don't know, this is kind of low for me. But yeah, guys, that's all I have to share for this one. Like always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the upcoming update and Magneto as a whole. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm out.